Sorry, Aquarius, we got cut off there. This is going to be part 2. So what I'm getting is that this person is like going through something that they feel is like challenging or difficult. There may not be conflict between you and this person. It feels more like the genesis of this is something that's going on within their life, and they're going to come through and talk to you about it because they may be going through something where they feel a bit conflicted within their life about something. You also want to be, the way that I'm seeing your delivery go towards this person is definitely like direct with them, but also in an in touch type of way. Okay, so it's not abrasive by any means. Now, this person is coming through and it seems like they're personally struggling with something right now. And I'm getting that they're definitely willing to communicate about that with you. So if you've been like wondering what's going on with this person, it just seems like they've been kind of, I'm seeing somebody in a bit of I'm hearing a tumbleweed situation. I don't know what that means. That's just what's coming through. I'm getting like a lot of muddiness around them. Like they're dealing with a situation that maybe is hard to clean off. And they're like really in the middle of it. But it does seem like they want to talk to you about it very much. But they may not have initiated contact with you, like this conversation with you, because of just what they're going through right now. Because I'm seeing them, they're definitely like in the middle of something right now that doesn't feel easy for them. It's definitely feeling challenging for them. This could also be a tipping point for them too, we can say. But yeah, I don't know, maybe because of something going on within their life, it could have affected your relationship with them. But again, I'm not getting like the genesis of this like conflict or issue being between you and this person. It's like because of something that they have going on, it may have like spilled over into your connection with them and been affecting it, but it didn't start with you and this person. It seems like they've been kind of like fighting changes that they've been going through. It may also feel like a bit different or out of character for you to be the one to reach out to this person for some reason within this situation. You could also be going through changes too. Let's say it like this as well. For some of you, there could be changes that are happening for you within your life that feel significant, and you could have aligned like on the same timeline as this person. And both of you guys, it was a moment where you guys could have stayed on the same timeline. Even though you were both going through changes, it's like you guys could have stayed parallel with one another. But what it seems like you went through, you like surrendered to your change, and that's been happening for you. But for this other person, it's like they're still fighting it. So they haven't surrendered yet, is what I'm seeing. And so you may actually be able to help them, because if they're open to it, this doesn't mean you need to come through and be like saving the day. This just means that you may have some like lived in advice for this person if they're asking, only if they initiate. I wouldn't go saying anything unless this person initiates that. But what I'm seeing is that they're experiencing like some major conflict within their life that they're having a hard time dealing with, just because they haven't yet broken their ego down to the point where they've surrendered to like the growth that wants to happen through them just in this situation within their life. So whatever it is for them, it's kind of like they feel the death card creeping in and know something's gonna break, but they're still at that point where they're like still fighting it. Because it's scary, you know? Change is scary. It seems like you and this person both have air energy too within your charts, like prominently placed as well. So this person may get like really stuck in their head too. but I'm getting some water energy for them too. And also, you're showing up presenting at least in like a water way when you communicate with this person. So it does seem like you care for them. You have some sort of like emotional link to this person. They may communicate with you in a more air type of way, but I'm seeing you guys definitely have a connection between the two of you. But they may be more secretive about their emotions. Like they may be more discreet, we can say. They're like really in their head about what's going on within their life. There's chemistry between the two of you. What I'm getting your guides say is that like if you want to reach out to them, do it. Because it seems like there's no reason why you can't just get it off your chest, whatever this is that you want to say. I keep seeing the moon on the bottom of the deck. Some of you may be dealing with a Pisces, or you have prominent Pisces placements. This is the second time I've seen it. Could have a moon contact with them within your synastry. For those of you that have, there is definitely some playfulness within the dynamic that you have with this person. What I'm seeing is that once they kind of come out on the other side of the transition that they're going through right now, because it does feel like a big change within their life, they're going to come through, and it seems like they're going to be the one that's approaching you. There's another word I'm looking for. Advancing towards you, pursuing you, pursue, that's the word. They're definitely attracted to you. Ooh, okay, so something's been going on. There was definitely initial attraction between you and this person, but I'm seeing it be kind of put on ice right now, and I'm seeing the conversation may have stopped between you and this person actually. There's still chemistry between the two of you, for sure. But something needed to be put on pause is what I'm seeing. I get like you being in a spot where you're more so kind of just chilling, but this person may not. This person may feel like very much the opposite of that right now. Okay. This is definitely going in a direction that I didn't expect for it to. So this person that you've been dealing with, right? They're like having a whole like ego battle right now, or like shadow battle that they're going through, because there are things that are popping up for them where it's like they almost feel like tempted to do certain things, but then they're like, I don't think that's aligned with my integrity. And there's like this whole dance that this person's going through right now, and that's where the conflict is coming from. It's like this person may be like self-destructing or self-sabotaging in some way, or just like in that place mentally. It's really going to depend on the person for each of you. Like some of you, this may be on a more severe scale for your person that you're dealing with. For others of you, it may be something a bit more lighthearted that they're going through, but they're just kind of struggling mentally with some stuff where they're kind of turning away from the flow of things within their life. So yeah, it's just going to depend on the person regarding like what area of the spectrum they're in, as far as like the severity of what this means for them. yeah, there could have been some sort of hot pursuit that was happening, and then again things being put on ice. Like I'm seeing it be things moving very, very quickly, and there being a very lively energy, and then it's like everything just goes dark. And then I'm seeing that's when the Seven of Swords pops up. So it almost seems like when there's a break or space between the two of you, like something's going on with this person that they may not have told you, like why they were, I don't know, there's stuff that's been going on with them. It doesn't seem like you guys have actively been in contact right now. There's something about you guys having space from one another, or like a lull in the conversation, something like that. They're definitely going through something that they may not have. Let's say it like this, they could have disappeared a bit from your life, and it's because they may not have wanted you to see something that they were doing because they didn't feel good about that. So it's more like you're sort of a pawn, for lack of a better word. You're a reflection for this person because they may be doing something that's like out of alignment with their integrity, whatever that may be, whether it's something big or small. Like it's something that like they don't feel good about it, and so they don't want to acknowledge that, or they don't want anyone else to see that, and that's why I'm seeing the space has happened. That's what was going on. That's why things may have cooled off. It's like they're doing it. It's giving like an energy of them doing something that they don't feel proud of or they don't feel good about, and it's creating like more conflict within their life. But I'm getting them kind of like hiding themselves from you so you don't see. So this person is like deliberately, but they may not have made it seem like that, but this person is like deliberately shying away from the intimacy with you because they don't want to be seen. And that's what I'm seeing is happening here. But they feel conflicted about that because this isn't in alignment with them, and they know that, even if it's on a subconscious level. But yeah, if you were wondering like what happened, I keep hearing things like what went cold. If you were wondering, that's what was going on. But it's not just like they're like around within this energy and they're like, yeah, no problem, I'm just like in my shadow like era right now doing whatever, and like I don't care. This person does care because they're feeling conflict because of that. So they know something isn't right. They know something isn't right. I will say this too. You can be the least judgmental person on the planet, and if you're dealing with somebody that's judging themselves and critical of themselves, it doesn't matter how non-judgmental you are, they're still going to project onto you and think that you'll judge them. So that can also be like part of the reason why this person has sort of separated from you, because they think that what they're doing is worth being judged because they're judging themselves. And that's also why they're like kind of trying to stay under the radar here with you. But they don't feel good about it. That's definitely blatant here. Because sometimes we get in situations where it's like, oh, somebody's in the Seven of Swords, like they're not being honest with me about stuff. They're being like really deliberate about it, and they don't seem to care at all. This person cares. But you may not be seeing that. But I'm seeing there's like major conflict because of this within their life. And that's very, very apparent. For some of you, you're dealing with someone else with Aquarian placements. But they're learning to heal from this. Like I'm definitely getting this person, like they want to do better and they want to be better, or like they want to grow and they want to heal and stuff like that. They're just at a point right now where they're going through some like severe and challenging things. But this is great because they're like dealing with a lot of tension right now that's going to need to be worked out. I'm hearing pulverized. So yeah, I'm seeing that they're going to integrate, they're going to assimilate this because they're going to realize like oh, when my shadow is doing this and I'm giving into it, I start feeling like that. So they're learning like the relationship now. They're doing shadow work. And this is actually going to lead to them going through like a really big shift within their life. It just feels like your guides are telling you what's been going on with this person, maybe so you don't misinterpret what's been happening. Because you could have taken this on and been like, maybe it was something that I did, or like maybe I shouldn't have said that, or whatever, like blaming yourself or whatever, you know, because like there wasn't really an answer maybe for what was going on between the two of you. So this feels like your guides being like, this is what's been going on with them. Yeah, what this person is doing right now is that they've still like been in the middle of something that they've been sticking around for other reasons than it being in alignment for them within some sort of situation, and they were like really feeling a lot of fear and hesitance because of how their life would really change if they got out of this situation, like truly like committed and totally surrendered to the change. Yeah, so as I said before, you guys could have connected when you were on the same timeline and your change could have been parallel, but the thing is that the energetic like willingness is sort of the gas in the car, we can say. And so you may have been more willing to just surrender to the changes and been like, I'm throwing my hands up and surrendering to it and I'm just going to embrace this completely. And this person wasn't at that point yet. So it's like you started to pull away ahead of them. I don't like using the word ahead, but it's like the best way that I can describe this as far as what's happening. It's just like you guys pulled in a different direction, we can say. Because it's not like you're further than this person or anything like that. It's not like that. This is just their journey. This is yours. What happened is that you guys were moving parallel in the same timeline before. And because of you being more like willing to accelerate faster through the transition and them not, it separated you guys into different timelines, and that's why you've been feeling that separation from this person. But they're definitely somehow still relevant for you for some reason, because your guides wouldn't be telling you this information just to be like sipping the tea with you, you know? They're not gonna get you involved in somebody's drama for no reason. Like they want you to know this for a reason. Like you guys are still relevant to one another, okay? Because we're not just like getting in other people's business arbitrarily. Like this definitely holds meaning why you would be being given this information, allowed to be given this information. It feels also like it's so you know like it wasn't you and that it's like something that they're going through. So to not carry that. Yeah, don't let this pull you into a shadow space. You don't have to let this touch you if you don't want to. I feel like this person still has a bit of a ways to go before they complete like this particular cycle, because I'm getting that I'm seeing the Fool on the bottom of the deck, which is really this like new experience or lifestyle or something of that nature calling to this person. It's kind of like this. This person is in a situation where they may be like a bit fearful of the unknown, and like they haven't realized yet that this is going to feel like a clean slate and actually very, very stable and like something that they're willing to protect and defend and want to be part of. It's like that hasn't clicked for them yet, because they're like, oh, the death card, that means that I'm like just, they may be very focused on the loss of it and not realizing that you're only asked to shed what you don't need and that everything else is going to be provided for you. So they're just not in that place yet. So that's kind of what they're going through. They're understanding to look at this differently. and that it's not something to fight, and that it's actually something that their higher self is like, you want this, we want this, okay? But they're getting to that point. Like, I am seeing this person be like self-aware and connected and stuff like that. This is a big thing for them, you know? And I'm sure there have been times when you've gone through things like this and been really resistant to it as well. It's just, this may be one of those really challenging things within this person's life, you know, that they're going through. But they are moving, okay? So I'm not, if you were wondering like, oh, they're never going to leave that situation or they're just going to be in it forever, that's not what I'm seeing here. I'm seeing that eventually they're going to be moving out of it. They just need to work through their process. So also, like, the most loving thing that you can do is respect this person's process and just be like kind and loving and supportive. Okay, so your guides are giving you this information because it has to do with what you're prioritizing within your life. It kind of feels like they're giving you a puzzle piece and they're like, figure out where it goes. Or like it was a puzzle piece that you needed to put something else together. It's like a small piece of something else, it feels. You may be feeling a bit lonely too, because like, let me say like this again as well. There was potential, always potential. There was potential for you guys to be like in parallel timelines right now. And so this could have been somebody that would sort of like be with you through this. But what I'm getting is that because of just like where they are with things and you guys being a bit separated within the timelines, you may be feeling lonely because you're like on the other side of something and they may not be like fully on the other side of this. So it's kind of like you went across the finish line of this cycle and you're still waiting for them to cross, is the energy. But they're just going through what they're going through. Yeah, I keep seeing they could have Pisces Mercury. I'm seeing the Magician and the Moon. Yeah, they have to decide for themselves what they want to do. You're not to be meddling in this. I just want to say, like, just because maybe you went through something and it was a different process for you, you know, you're working with different stuff. Your chart is different, your personality is different, like you are different than this person. You guys have different things that matter to you, even though you may have a lot in common with them. They have different fears and different thoughts and stuff like that. And so it's a different experience for them that they're going through. And of course, from the outside looking in, it can seem much more simple than it may be feeling for this person going through it personally. Okay? So be respectful and compassionate of this person, what they're going through. Do not rush their process. Moving into a place of acceptance of where this person is the best thing that you can do, both for yourself and for this person. And to just be like a tree, just like steady and grounded, okay? Oh, okay, so I am seeing that, yeah, you could have really felt connected with this person, like really, really connected with them. But it's not like that's the only person you're ever going to connect with. Maybe you also get to decide. For some of you, like you were really connecting with this person, but there's going to be another person that's coming through and you're going to like get to decide if you want to wait around for this other person or if you want to move on to like the next potential connection. Okay. I don't want to get too much further into this because I feel like that was already just a lot to digest. But there's definitely a lot going on. This is going to be a very eventful chapter for you, is what I'm seeing. Okay. All right, my friends, we are going to leave the reading here. I would like to thank everybody for connecting. Thank you for tuning in. I'm wishing everybody love and light and healing, and I hope to catch you guys next time.